Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Congratulations, we made it through another week. Good morning. Today is our 5th episode of Modern Day Mentor. I'm Tyler, and we're going to talk about 3 life hacks that can get you out of inaction, overcoming fear, and back into action. Like I said, hello to everybody. My name is Tyler Mohr. I'm a mentor here at Mohr Success and Significance. We mentor people in life to achieve assets so that they have more choices, significant choices in their life. I'm passionate about helping people have more success and significance. I'm passionate about free enterprise. So wonderful to have you guys here this morning. So this week, we've been talking through our profile and posts about getting into action and how action is the greatest separator that we have. One of the quotes that we talked about earlier in the week is, "The cost of a mistake is almost always less than the cost of inaction." I don't know about you, but I had been in conversations with people at times who it seems like they always have the right answer. They're very intelligent people, but maybe they say, well, yeah, that's not a good idea, or, well, there's some risks associated with A, B, C, and D. And really what it comes down to is they have a whole lot of intelligence, they have a whole lot of answers, but they don't put those into motion. And that goes back to our quote is, in your life, in your day-to-day, if you're not putting what you know, if you're not putting your education, your intelligence, your wisdom, your talents, your skills into action, then what use are they? Honestly, I would challenge you a little bit. What good are they if you're not actually putting them into use? So our topic of this whole week is to help you guys retrain your brain, get you into action so that the talents and abilities that you have can start paying dividends in your life. So let's get right into it. So 3 hacks that we're going to talk about today. So the first one is, I want you to take a minute through this exercise right now, if you can. If you can't, definitely save this, pause it, save it for later. But right now, let's close our eyes and just imagine for a moment. Imagine your future self 10, 15, 20 years from now into the future. So close your eyes for a little bit, start to get a picture of what that person looks like, that successful future you. Maybe that's better health, better wellness, maybe that's better finances, maybe that's better relationships, maybe that's just simply a better attitude. What does that person look like and feel like? Start closing your eyes with me, take a few deep breaths, and start to think about what does that person, what are the characteristics of your successful future self? I'll give you a couple minutes, or at least a couple seconds here to kind of meditate and kind of get that into a clear picture. So, and as you do this, start to think about the characteristics and the qualities of that person. Just a few. And start to get a clear picture of like what those are. And as you start to come out of this, as you start to say, okay, this is the person, this is what that successful future me looks like, I want you to start to write those down. What type of attitude that type has, what your finances look like, maybe health and wellness, maybe there's a certain weight, maybe there's a certain, some features that you want to have, right? So let's start writing those down. And this is going to be the life hack number 1. So as you write those down, in the morning, I want you to start saying to yourself, I am that future person, right? Use these as affirmations in the morning when you wake up. So as your future self to say, so maybe there's characteristics like of your attitude. I am patient. I am kind, right? I am strong, right? These things that you see in your future self, well, let's write those down. And in the mornings, these are going to become affirmations for you. And believe it or not, as you start to say these things to yourself in the morning of your future self, it is going to give you a confidence and a boldness to go then and become that future person that you want to be. So that's life hack number 1. Imagine your future self, write down those characteristics, and affirm those things to you in the morning every day. The first thing that you do, or one of the first things that you do as you roll out of bed. Okay, so the second thing that we're going to talk about is have a mentality of the move of a champion. Be prepared to make the moves of a champion. And what do I mean by that? Well, earlier this week, we talked about, obviously, action, but we talked about the root of taking action is courage. Courage is actually the root of taking action. You have to have courage to do some of the things that maybe you don't feel convenient to do, that are a struggle to do. I know I have tons of these. One of the very biggest things that I have is I am a habitual snoozer. Like, I hit the snooze button over and over and over. And you'd be surprised, that little thing, how hard it is to say, nope, I'm gonna get out of bed the first time my alarm goes off. There's an intention about the time I'm getting up. As soon as it goes off, I'm out of bed. That's one of the things that's on the top of my list, is that I need to become better at that. And it is so hard, even though it's such a little thing. I'm sure you have things in your life. So what we're talking about now in the second life hack is the move of a champion. And the move of a champion is having courage for 10 seconds. You don't have to be a hugely strong, courageous, gonna do everything, take over the world type of person. That's not the mindset that we're talking about here. The mindset that we're talking about, the move of a champion, is the 10 seconds it takes to make the right decision. So whatever that is, a deep breath, whether that's just closing your eyes for a second, when you are presented with a choice about whether to do the right thing, the wrong thing, the thing that you want to do, or you should do, of getting in the habit of saying, here's my moment, here's the move of a champion. And it's the 5 to 10 seconds that it takes to say, okay, let's go. Oh, okay, let's go down that avenue. Okay, let's go down that route. Because once you're in motion, once you've already kind of gone down, I found it is so easy. It's actually the courage that it takes in that 5 to 10 seconds to actually make the decision to commit that that's the decision that you're going to do. And I refer to that as the move of the champion. So each day, as you're presented with different things throughout the day that you want to do correctly, that you think are going to move yourself forward, keep in mind it's 5 to 10 seconds. Take that deep breath and go down the road of the champion. All right? All right, so last one. We're kind of hitting here the last piece of it. The third life hack for today. And it may sound a little silly, but it works. So this is another piece to kind of help your mindset as you go down to not procrastinate, not put things off, get into action, is when you go to bed and when you wake up. So two points in the day, I want you to say 30 times to yourself. And sometimes it's hard to lose track. I lose track counting. 30 is a lot. But we're reprogramming. This third life hack is to help reprogram your brain, is to say, do it now. Do it now, 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 do it now. 30 times. And let's do this. Let's commit to do this maybe for a week. Let's not do this for the rest of our life, but maybe for a week. When you wake up, the first thing you're thinking to yourself is do it now. When you put your head down on your pillow and maybe you get done with, maybe you're reading, maybe you're winding down for the day and you're ready to fall asleep, do it now. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Right? Because we're reprogramming our brain. We're reprogramming our behavior. We're not going to put things off. We're going to do things that we need to do right when we need to do it. And we're starting to say that to ourselves and give us another way of affirming to ourselves the type of behavior that's we're going to have in our life. Right? So, all right. So there it was. 3 life hacks to get you overcome fear, overcome procrastination, and back into action. So just a reminder, the first thing that we talked about, right, is to imagine your future self. Write down those qualities. Use those as affirmations in the morning once you start your day today. The second one is remember the move of a champion. Throughout today, you're going to have opportunities to make decisions about whether you're going to take the convenient route, maybe the inaction route, or you're going to take action and you're going to go do the things that you need to do to move your life forward. That's the move of the champion. And it's only 5 to 10 seconds of courage to make that decision and to go down those roads. And the last one, let's start to reprogram our brains about not procrastinating, not putting it off, but doing it now. 30 times when you wake up, 30 times when you go to bed. Do it now, do it now, do it now. And as always, if you guys are trying to implement these and you're coming into just blocks and you don't know how to push through and you'd like somebody to help, even just to go back and forth and see how you're doing, we're always available here. There's a link right up above where you can book an assessment call, a discussion about where you are, the goals that you're having, and how we can potentially partner with you to achieve those things. So it's great talking with you guys again this morning. My name is Tyler. And until next time, wishing you nothing but more success and significance in your life. Take care, everybody.